not like about that game?
There's one map.
The heavy metal.
The brakes felt.
Yeah, it absolutely needed.
The lack of maps. May say the. It felt like the primary fire was very inconsistent, whether or not it would actually hit, or it would just whiz right by.
Well, it could be a lag thing. I'm not sure how much they can really do, depending on the spot.
I think the time for the dodge.
But it was something I noticed sometimes, but then other times I didn't.
Like, it feels like the projectile speed is just too slow.
I would agree with that to some extent, but I think it was fine for what they were doing, but I wish it was faster, and I wish there were more things that, like, you could actively do. Wish there were more things that were different from each class. Like the Drakes, I know the Drakes have like a micro missile thing, and it would be cool if like the Briggs, like we could actually do like the fly up attack, like the stomp. I'm sure the Briggs have more attacks that I don't know why we wouldn't be able to add that to a Drake. Just give Drakes more things on their own.
I'm gonna be honest, I low-key wish there was more vehicles, to be honest.
Well, like I think both of those get at the same core concept of it like lacked depth. Like it was neat and it was good, but like it was a novelty. It was neat for the first match or two, and then after that you're like, okay, I've like once you've played on both sides once, I feel like you did everything.
There was, other than the Griffin, there wasn't really much of an incentive to play for very long. Like, it
Which
feels like the novelty wore off very quickly.
that is my biggest issue with it, is, look, Bungie, I appreciate you giving us this new extra little thing just for free, just for shits and giggles. Cool. Not a bad thing. I encourage fun, random little free event stuff. But if you're only gonna give us one map, and there's not a lot of depth in the gameplay, don't make the main incentive to play it locked behind a fucking event pass that requires you to play. I mean, I think like as soon as I got it, I was done playing. And I think I played a good, like, 30, 40 fucking matches.
The general mean
was
I
a
said is
lot.
a lot of people took around 50.
Yeah. That's
Excessive.
50 matches of the same fucking map. Of a game mode that only require, and I understand over the course of a week, you know, like they want, like they don't want you to do it all in one sitting, but that's still too many. Like, just do a thing of like, play one match every day, and you get the Griffin. Like that would be better. That would require you to play every day of the event. But at least like I'd rather do 7 matches than fucking 50, dude. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Especially when 25 of those are identical, and the other 25 are identical. 25 tank matches are all basically the fucking same. And I definitely got old pretty fast.
It feels like the teams are very unbalanced. Like, more so than regular Crucible. It felt like you got steamrolled a lot more frequently than you would in...
Well, it didn't have any sort of skill-based matchmaking at all. Like, it was just random, and it wasn't meant to be sweaty, but obviously there's gonna be people that are like, I have to hit a fucking trick shot in this goddamn tank right now. Next question. Positives. What is stuff that we liked?
It's unique.
It certainly is.
It was a new tank. For the little bit that I can stay fresh, it was definitely enjoyable. It encouraged good team play. Hell, you get
it was
obliterated
very,
without it.
very big on the team play.
Destiny 2, Titanfall 2.
Well, I feel like that's because both sides were so evenly matched, and there, again, wasn't a lot of depth, so it was just kind of like a...
But on the bright side, it felt like little things could easily turn the tide of a battle in your favor.
Oh yeah, for sure. My favorite thing was like the custom intro. It was awesome. And like the music and shit. Dude, like they really bothered to like put a little bit of pizzazz to it.
That's true. It's not something you typically expect of Bungie.
They are gonna be doing more. They have said that they are gonna be doing more and different game modes and whatnot. If I'm gonna play it more than once or twice, there's a couple things that I think would be easy adds that it really kind of needs. The first big one would be more maps. And it'd be nice if they were brand new maps, but in theory they don't have to be. There's definitely some maps that we have that they could give like the Onslaught treatment, where it's a map we already have, but you know, you break a wall here or there, you add a platform here, like just shit like that.
Something I would really like to see in heavy metal is to drive a fucking spider tank. That would be cool.
The spider tank could also be cool. I think it would also.
I'm surprised they did a brig instead of the spider tanks. That actually makes a lot more sense.
Well, I think they should also add in like the thrashers or the threshers, like just every vehicle.
The Cabal things, the Cabal motorcycle thingies.
I also think it would also do wonders if instead of your entire team being locked to that, at the start of the match, you get to choose. Like you get to pick your vehicle, so that you're not locked to all being the same thing, and you can play the one that you like more. Like I enjoyed Briggs more. It seemed like you had fun playing on tanks, and if me and you were on the same team, and then we could just pick our own thing. And then Gavin can pick a fucking spider tank. Like, hell yeah.
I think it would be more innovating if the vehicles were, like, just randomized every, like, match.
For me, I prefer the difference in hitbox. Like, it felt like it was a lot easier to get hit as a brig.
I do agree with that, yeah.
I prefer the wider hitbox, but shorter.
I would like to be able to do more than shoot,
it also
fire,
just needs more rewards for playing.
The heavy metal upgrades were pretty good, actually.
New ships.
True, but I wish you could also get, it was just weapons. Like, the ability to get armor from it would be nice. Something like Hawkeye,
some sort of like,
heavy
engineer, armor. Yeah. Well, it's something that feels chunky.
Yeah, no, every opportunity to get a unique armor set is always a good opportunity.
Wait a minute. Eden. You played in Halo Reach, right?
Yeah, like the PvP? No.
No, the campaign. You know that one mission, New Alexandria, where you, like, flew like a pelican through the city?
Yeah.
What if there's a map like that, and you could drive, like, Thrasher, the Fallen ships, the Hive, two ships, I think.
Like, I don't see Bungie doing a giant map like that for PvP. But I could see them adding in a Thresher into already existing,
12v12 or some shit.
Like PvP maps. No, we're talking about this mode right here. Things that could realistically be done. I think they could actually add a couple more vehicles. I think they could actually take maps that we like already have and just allow us to like put those in the rotation. Entirely new maps would be better, but even just short term, like something that they could do immediately with little to no time to put into it. Is just take some of the larger maps we have and just put the vehicles on there. More depth, more weapons on our vehicles, more abilities, or like something equivalent to like a super. Like we have a charge up bar, and then once per match, you know, the brig gets to jump up and fly. And also having to play less of it for the fucking Griffin would also be a change that I would make.
Yeah, I still didn't get the Griffin. I should have played more.
Granted,
I didn't want to go through all
Griffin's
that.
fucking cool. The Griffin's low-key dope as shit. Oh, if it's worth it, I would still rather have not played. Like, I'd 30 rounds worth it. I would not call 50 rounds. Good chat, boys. Is there anything...
Can I do the outro?
No.
Hold on, is there anything that any of you guys want to say about that game mode, or anything adjacent to? Just closing thoughts.
7 out of 10 would play the game.
Okay.
I want to be able to paint my tank next time, damn it. What the hell, guys?
Tank skins. Look, if Fortnite can do it, y'all can do it.
I don't want shaders. I want to be like some American tanker need. I want to slap stickers on my tank, damn you. Why is that so hard?
Gavin, you said that you want to do the outro?
I want to do the outro.
Gavin. Oh, he's on YouTube. Hey, Jazz. Kid, do you want to do the outro?
No, prefer you do it.
Hold on.
Oh, Gavin's good.